All right, here we're going to look at how we graph an oscillator. And what we're looking at, if we had a pendulum here, say we dropped it from a 30-degree amplitude, we would actually be able to see it swing through the equilibrium to 30-degree amplitude on the other side, back through equilibrium and back to where it started. So we would say that it oscillated through one cycle. Well, what's important at this point is that we reference where these degrees come from. That over here, if we look at, if one full turn of a turntable is 360 degrees, we would say that halfway through would be 180 degrees, a fourth of the way through that turn would be 90 degrees, 3/4 of the way through would be 270 degrees, and if it made one full turn, we'd just say 360 degrees. It made one full rotation or one cycle. So we're going to use those same degree values at the top, and I tried to draw it so you could see it visually. That if we were to draw another graph of something, of an oscillator that is 180 degrees out of phase, it would look just like this, but it would start and stop in a different location. So if we're drawing something that's out of phase, I can essentially kind of take this graph and shift it over 180 degrees. So I can draw this. I'm just going to start and stop right here. So notice what I'm going to do. I'm going to draw it down here, and I'm going to have it end here, and I can kind of rewind it and have it go back to my starting point. That in this case, what's in red is 180 degrees out of phase. Now, I want you to pay attention here. It's simply saying that if we had two oscillators oscillating, they would be at different locations, precisely 180 degrees out of phase. We're going to do another one. I'm going to do another one with you. We're going to do 90 degrees out of phase. 90 degrees is 1/4 of the way through. So we're comparing it to what's in black here. The black line is my baseline or my example. If it's 90 degrees out of phase, I would start from this location right here. So I would go and draw my same sinusoidal curve, and I would end up here, and this one right here would end up right here. So you can see that the blue is 90 degrees out of phase. So you'll notice that it's going through one cycle. Each of these is going through one cycle. Here's one cycle, it's back to where it started. It's just like the turntable, it made one full rotation. With 180 degrees out of phase, it starts here, it ends here, it's getting ready to go through yet another phase. In 90 degrees out of phase is in blue. Starts, stops. And last but not least, if we were to subdivide, if I did one at 45 degrees, notice it would be right 1/8 of the way through. And in this case here, I'm going to draw 270 degrees out of phase, and I would be starting at this location, and what I can draw here would be kind of connected here, and I'm going to go through here, down, and back. And so you get this pattern that you'll start seeing emerge. This one here is 270 degrees out of phase. These are all oscillators. This is me graphing them. And that's all I got.